Hello, my name is Naveen Sinatra and this is my level 2 gym instructor course. I will be going through some exercises with my client whose name is Sanjeev. The time at the moment is just 24 minutes to 3. Okay, so we're going to start our workout now. Sanjeev, if you'd like to join me in the video, thanks very much for coming today.
Thank you.
I've had to make you come to me as the camera is on a stand and it's very difficult to move, so thanks very much. Just to get the housekeeping out of the way to start with, the fire exits, we only have the one, which is the entrance and the exit that you came through. Okay. First aid kits are kept behind reception. Do you have any pre-existing injuries or any niggles or issues that I should be aware of?
Just a small niggle in my wrist.
Okay.
From playing football. That just limits the flexibility of it.
Okay. Is it causing any problems right now?
Not right now, no.
Are you able to move your wrist? Is it
Yes.
free motion? Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the worst amount of pain, 1 being none at all, how far are you on the scale?
2.
Okay. Are you able to train today?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. So what we'll do is we'll start with cardiovascular. For Sanjeev, we're going to be using the elliptical trainer or cross trainer. From there, we'll move on to some weighted exercises. So the first one will be a resistance machine. We'll then have a free weight exercise, and then we'll do 2 body weight exercises as well. Okay?
Okay.
Any questions at this stage?
No.
Okay, excellent. So, fortunately, we have a cross trainer in front of us. I'll just move the camera around slightly so you can see. Okay. So, yeah, we have a cross trainer machine. This works pretty much the whole body, so it works your lower and upper. With the lower, you'll be using your quad muscles, your hamstrings. You will be engaging your glutes as you're moving your legs. Your core will be engaged all throughout, I hope. As you're using the upper part of the machine, you'll be using your upper part of your body. So you will be using your shoulder muscles. As you're pulling and pushing, you'll be using both your biceps and triceps, and you'll be engaging your back as well. Okay, so I will give you a silent demonstration, and I'll show you how to get onto the machine as well. Okay. First, feel free, Sanjeev, to walk around wherever you want to, wherever is the best position for you to be able to see me.
Okay.
I'll start with placing my foot on the lower platform on the machine. Okay, I will hold onto the handlebar and mount the actual machine. Now, when you're on the machine, if you start pedaling with your feet, the machine should come to life itself. There we are, so lights are on. Press the enter. And ask you 1 or 2 to select your workout, and we're ready to begin. So I'm just going to bring it to a gradual stop now. Okay, so that's how we use the cross trainer machine. Any questions at this stage?
No, okay.
Okay, would you like to give it a try?
I'll try it.
Okay.
So just start going and it'll come on, like you said.
That's right, yeah, so there's a button in the middle
Oh yes.
that says start stop.
Right.
Now what we're going to do is 5 minutes just to get you into the motion, get you warmed up. The next 5 minutes after that, you'll be, that'll be your working rate. So that's where we want to maintain that working rate, okay? The final 5 minutes, we want to slowly bring you into a cooler state, okay? So for the first 5 minutes, just kind of getting used to the motion. Now, throughout your 15 minutes, I will be asking you about your exertion rate. So in the industry, it's called the rate of perceived exertion, or RPE, and it's a scale. It's a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being the easiest. For example, the state you'd be in if you've just woken up, or if you're sat in a chair. 10 on the scale would be perhaps out of breath, can't catch a word, you are working at full rate. Okay.
Does this have different resistance settings?
It does. It does have different resistance settings. You can increase it, but for today we're going to keep it on 0.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, this is 0.
This is 0 at the moment. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
How does that feel on the RPE with 1 being the easiest and 10 being the hardest?
It's the first time I've used this machine. I'd say it's a 2 or a 3 at the minute.
You're at 2. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. You're a minute and a half in. So we just want to gradually build this. Let's see. Sorry. That's fine. The idea of warming up is that as you're moving your muscles and joints, you'll release something called synovial fluid. Now, the best way I can describe that is engine oil in a car engine. Okay, so as the car starts, and the engine starts moving, different components need to start moving, and the oil helps lubricate. It doesn't cause friction, and it just helps overall movement for you throughout your workout to follow. By doing a warm-up, you also reduce the risk of injury. It will help your range of movement as well. So when you're performing exercises, you'll get a greater range of movement.
I really feel my quads.
How's that feel on the scale of 1 to 10?
No, it's going up slightly. Still alright, it's just going up.
Yeah. Okay, what we want to do is work you towards that 5-minute point, and that will be when we want to keep you in an RP of roughly 5 to 7. That's where you're working.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. RP. For 5 minutes?
Yeah. So after the first 5 minutes of your initial warm-up,
Yeah.
we'll then be moving into the next 5 minutes, which is where you'll hope to maintain the level of work that you're performing at. No, you're doing good. It's moving, so you're doing good.
You can compare it to like running through treacle.
Okay.
That's what it feels like.
Alright, so it's your first time using the machine.
Yeah.
Your pace is really good, to be honest, considering it's your first time you're using it. On the RPE scale, how difficult would you say it is?
Still at 4. I can still speak.
Yeah? Yeah, you're holding sentences. So that's good. You're working towards where we want to be, and you're in your final minute of your warm-up. So if you carry on as you are, you're doing great, to be honest. Really good steady pace. I'm just looking at your RPM as well. That stayed steady throughout, so that's good. We're coming up to that 5-minute mark. How are you feeling?
Going up on your special scale.
Okay. Whereabouts would you say you are on a 1 to 10? Good. Okay. So what we want to do is try and keep it between sort of 5, 6, or 7. We're now at 5 minutes, so now this is where your body's working.
Feels.
Okay. Good. So what will be happening now is that your heart rate will have increased as you are performing this exercise. Helps you get rid of any toxins. It'll help your blood flow around your body, carrying oxygen to the muscles that you need, taking carbon dioxide away from muscles as you exercise.
It's a lot different to a treadmill.
Yeah, it is. I mean, the motion's kind of similar to running or walking. And I mean, you play a lot of football as it is, and I didn't want to put you on a treadmill because how much running can you do in a week?
Yeah. I've always found treadmills boring, which is why I've never really come to gyms and stood.
Yeah. Do you know?
This is different. This is really a different exercise I've not done before. As much as it pains me to say, it's actually fun.
I quite enjoy it. It's less. There's less impact on your joints.
Yeah.
So compared to a treadmill, there's a fluid motion with your legs. Kind of reminds me of skiing as well. I've never been skiing, so I quite like that.
Yeah.
Well, you're doing good. On the scale of 1 to 10, would you say you're increasing, or decreasing the same?
Same.
Okay, good. It's a good pace. Your speeds remain constant, so that's really good. Don't forget to keep your head up, your body central. Try not to rock side to side too much. There we go.
It's funny looking at your reflection. You look like you're in space. Slow motion. I can get the RPM up.
So where's your whereabouts are you on the scale at the moment, would you say?
I've stayed the same for the last minute, so.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's good. You're at 8 minutes, coming up to 8 minutes. So pretty much halfway through the cardio session. Good.
I'm not as fit as I thought.
You'd be less fitter if you stayed at home today, Sanjeev. Really good pace. I can see you getting into the stride of it now. That's good, that's good. Okay, so you might not have heard that. Sanjeev just said he's at a level 6. Now we're coming to 9 minutes, so that means there's just 1 more minute off keeping you at a level 6. Okay, level 6 or 7.
Okay, let's go for 7.
Good. Final 50 seconds off. Trying to maintain that pace. Now you're really working. I can see you're really getting into this, Sanjeev. And you've got 30 seconds of maintaining this pace. Excellent. No, you're doing great. You're actually doing really good. Okay. So 5 seconds, and I'd like you to slowly bring it down a bit. So what we're going to try and do is reduce your RP level. Okay, that's good. Good. So this looks like the speed you had on your warm up, which is fine. What would you say your RP is at the moment on the level of 1 to 10?
8.
8. Okay, that's great. Okay. So over the next few minutes, we're just going to try and bring that down. It's important not to just come to a dead stop. It can cause blood pooling in your legs. So
Sounds dangerous.
yeah, it can lead to a lot of issues. So best to slowly bring your heart rate down. Another 4 minutes of a light work on this.
Wow, that was something.
Good, Sanjeev. You're 11 minutes in. Just 4 more to go.
I think I've done more in 11 minutes than I've done in an hour of football.
That's good. I can tell it's worked you. I can hear your breath. I can see that yeah, you've broken the sweat. I think we're almost ready to start on the weights.
So these handles down here, what do they do?
So some machines will have heart monitors on them as well.
Oh.
They usually are metallic pads.
Okay.
If you do want to use them, you do have to hold them very lightly. A lot of people hold on to them for dear life and it's not going to register.
Oh.
But everyone's different, so we can have a look at that another time.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so final 3 minutes. Try and bring your pace down ever so slightly. You feeling it's working your legs, you said?
Calves,
Yeah?
thighs, glutes. I can feel it tightening around my stomach.
Okay, good.
And I can feel some movement in my stretch, kind of a stretch feeling in my chest.
Good.
And slightly on my back.
Okay. I would expect that, yeah.
And I'm very drenched. Is this RPM okay?
Perfect. I mean, we want to slowly bring it down, you see.
Okay.
So final 2 minutes. Think about bringing your pace down a little bit more. You want to bring your RPE to around, say 4, maybe 3, ideally 4. Excellent, so 90 seconds left. How is your RPE now?
It's coming down.
Yeah, okay, good.
Yeah. It's
About 4. Okay, that's fantastic.
recovering quite quickly actually, so I think in the next minute and a bit I'll come down to 3 and then
Yeah, that's where we want to be at. That's where we want to be. So the next 60 seconds, look to reduce the pace. Keep your level of exertion around a 3. Final minute now. Excellent. Now for the final 30 seconds, I want you to think about slowly coming to a halt, ideally around 55 seconds, 14:55 looking to stop. So the next 15 seconds, slow it right down. Nice. Don't forget the big deep breaths. So we're coming towards the end. And 3, 2, 1. Excellent, and come to a stop. Perfect. Lovely. Just move back over. I'm just going to turn this around ever so slightly. Excellent. So Sanjeev's just come off the elliptical trainer, the cross trainer. How did that feel for you?
a lot harder than it looked actually.
Yeah.
Yes, surprised.
As you've just come off now on a RPE scale, where would you say you're sitting?
With the warm down I'd say about 3.
About a 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Yeah. Do keep on top of your water. That's very important. Now, we're going to move through to the actual gym section where we're going to perform our resistance exercises, so the machine, the free weight and the body weight exercises. Okay, any questions?
No.
Right, if you'd like to follow me, I'm going to move this through as well. Yes, please. Pardon? Okay, so James, so let's come a bit closer. So what we've got here is the seated shoulder press machine. There's a seated shoulder press machine, and this will primarily work your upper part of your body. So you're looking at the deltoids. There's actually 3 parts to your deltoids: your front, mid, and back. You'll also be engaging your triceps as you push up. Okay. If you'd like to watch me demonstrate this to you, I'm going to give you silent demonstrations, show you how to sit on it and actually perform the exercise. What's important to remember also is that you can adjust the machine, so there is a little pulling in your machine. Pull that out, you can raise and lower the seat. Feel free to walk around and observe. So what I like to do is keep my feet planted and try and maintain some symmetry. Your lower back against the pad. Try and keep your back on the pad as much as you can. Now, as you've got the handles, get into a position where you're comfortable, and as you push forward, you're going to exhale. So deep breath in at the bottom. Okay, so that's the exercise. Any questions at this point? Would you like to give it a try? Your lower back. Yeah, if you want to get as much as your back on the pads, you can. Okay. What's also important is try and keep your head up back. What I would suggest is just find a point on the wall and just keep your eyes on that. Yeah, that way your voice sort of having your chin down. Yeah. Ready? Sure. Final rep. And how did that feel for you, Sanjeev?
It was good. I can feel a stretch there.
Yeah.
But I could probably do that weight all day long.
Good, okay. So on a scale of 1 to 10, where would you say you are? 2? Okay. So I will increase the weight slightly for you. So I've increased the weight a little bit, Sanjeev. Whenever you're ready, we'll go for another 8 reps.
Fine, how are you? You okay? Good now.
Ready? Ready when you are.
Well, that makes a difference.
Yeah? Good. Final rep. Perfect. Slow down.
That's much better.
Yeah?
Yeah.
On the scale of 1 to 10, in terms of
I could do a couple of sets of that.
yeah? Okay, good, good. Like to stand up from the machine. So as I said, Sanjeev, that's working your shoulders. You would have felt it as you pressed up, and there would be some tension in your tricep as well. So that's your secondary muscle that you'll be using. So next we're going to move on to lateral raises for your shoulders. I will be here for a couple of minutes. Okay, Sanjeev, so what I'd like you to do is lateral raising your shoulders. If you'd like to come over here. Okay, so you can tell by the name it's going to be working your shoulders, so again your deltoids. What's key to remember for this is your body stance. You want to be roughly shoulder width apart. Yeah? You will naturally have to engage your core for this. Now, I've got the weights, they're already here. So I'll give you a silent demonstration to start with. When you do pick up the weights, try and bend down to them. Yeah? Use your legs to push up to pick them up, okay? Very important also is your tempo. So keep a good steady pace for this. You don't want to do like the first 5 reps very quickly and then you have to really, you know. So, if you just want to watch as I do this. Okay, so that's the lateral raises for you, Sanjeev. Any questions at all?
No.
Are you going to try it?
I'll try it, yeah.
Okay, excellent.
My shoulders have always been a weak spot for me,
Okay.
which is what you said on that questionnaire that you did.
All right, yes.
And so I'll try it this way. I'm not sure, so
All right, that's fine. I mean, if you find it is too heavy for you, do let me know as soon as possible and we can adjust that for you.
this.
Perfect, yeah. Just 2 more from you. Excellent.
That felt quite good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how do you feel on that?
I can feel what's been worked.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's probably more in it, but yeah, I enjoyed that.
Good.
1 to 10, I'd say, in terms of duress that the muscles under, I'd say it was about 4. So, not as weak as I thought.
Yeah, it sounds like you can actually do a lot more than you thought you could do, which is good, which is really good, because we're going to have you do it again. If you want to get into your position, you've got another 10 seconds or so, so just think about the move. Just think about what you'll be doing, okay? You've got your feet shoulder width apart, and it is just literally out to the sides. There you go. You want to try to avoid coming too high?
To there.
That's correct, yeah, that's fine. So, whenever you're ready, if you want to grab the weights.
So, feet. Shall I go?
When you are, sir.
Okay. Like that?
So as you push up, exhale. Perfect. If you'd like to put the weights down, Sanjay, I think that was 8 reps there.
Yep.
Fantastic. How did that feel?
A lot harder than the first
Yeah.
time.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Excellent. Good. So what that's done is work. So far, we've worked your upper body. We've done your shoulders, so we dealt. As I said, there's 3 parts to your delts. We did engage your triceps ever so slightly for the previous exercise. What I'll do is I'll put these weights back to the side over here for now. And what we're going to do next, Sanjeev, is we're going to do a couple of body weight exercises. So before this, I'm going to time you. Alright? You're going to do 20 seconds of press-ups, 2 sets, okay? Once you've done that, you're going to do the same again with leg raises. Now, I'm going to show you both of these.
Okay.
So if you want to come with me, I'll give you a bit more information about all that. Oops. Right, Sanjeev. So, the first exercise I want you to do here is your press-ups. Hold on a moment. Okay, so for the press-ups, what we're going to do is be working the upper body once again. So we're engaging the pectoral muscles. Yeah? You'll also be using your triceps as well as you're pushing. It's almost like a secondary group. We'll use this area here.
Okay.
I'll give you a demonstration to start with. Okay? So normally I'll go down to my knees. Oops, go down to my knees. Hands shoulder width apart. Okay? And we just press up and down. Okay, so that was 6 reps. Also, do remember your breathing. And when you are in position to start, keep your body as straight as you can. You don't want to be hunched over or arching or anything like that. Okay? So whenever you're ready, if you'd like to get into position, I'm going to time you for 20 seconds, okay? Ready? Ready when you are, sir. Okay. And 20. So on the scale of 1 to 10, how do you think you're at?
That was hard actually. That was a 6.
Good 6, yeah? Well, that's good. Okay, you perform really well to be honest. Do you do many press-ups in your regular training?
Not anymore.
Okay.
It's all running.
Well, that's good, okay. So, I mean, you can see we focus primarily on the upper region of your body. I'm going to make you do it again.
Okay.
Alright? So, if you want to get into position,
Right. Oh, me getting in
yeah, I'm
position.
going to make you do it again.
Okay.
You're going to do the same thing, it'll be 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Just like I said before, focus on your tempo. Make sure you're breathing. Yeah? The rest will sort itself out. So if you want to get into position, so onto your knees, hands out. Right. Ready when you are. Five seconds. And we are done.
Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent.
I think I was done 2 seconds before you said we were done.
No, that's good. That's good. That's really good. So that's your body weight exercise. So hopefully you would have felt that across your chest, and you may feel it in your triceps as well. Yeah. Yeah. That doesn't surprise me because you'll have engaged your core all throughout with that. Okay. So I'm going to move this forward because the next exercise for you, Sanjeev, is leg raises. Okay. Now, with this, you will be using your core. Alright? As you bring your legs up, you'll feel the lower part of your abdominal muscles engaging. You'll also be using your hip flexors as well as you bring your legs up. Right, I'm going to give you a solid demonstration and I'll show you how to mount the actual machine. So firstly, put my feet on the pads here, on the platforms, put yourself there. These have handles for you to hold on to, so grasp these firmly, put your elbows on the spongy pads and keep your back against the pad at the back as well. Now from a neutral position, the legs should be dangling like this, and we just lift our knees up. Try and move to a 90-degree angle. Okay, we'll dismount onto these platforms. So we come down. Any questions?
No.
Right, do you want to give
Well,
it
actually,
a
one thing, yeah. When you were doing your knees up, do you return to the neutral position or do you keep it
For today,
under tension?
for today, we'll keep it back to a neutral position.
Alright.
As you progress and you get stronger and more confident with the actual exercise, we can incorporate slight adaptations. So you might not necessarily come all the way back down. And that way, you'll engage more, you'll have more time and attention. But for today, I just want to see that motion from neutral to 90 degrees. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. What I'll also suggest is when you do this, again, it's the temptations there, so put your head down, nice and trying to get through. Try and fix your eyes on a point on the wall, and keep your focus on that. Okay, so, again, I'll time you for 20 seconds.
So, I'm good to go.
You ready, you ask?
That's neutral. Wow, this is hard.
And stop. Excellent. You want to take a breather and sit down?
Yeah.
Right, how was that for you then?
I think I found muscles I didn't know I had.
Yeah, if you've not done them or not done them for a while, it can be challenging. But that's good. Of course, yeah, grab your water. That's really good. So you should be able to feel it in your core as you bring your legs up. You might have felt your hip flexors flexing. And we're going to do that all again.
Brilliant.
Alright? Just give yourself a couple of seconds and I'll ask you to mount the machine again. Alright, ready whenever you are. Halfway. 3, 2, 1.
Can't stop in an odd number.
No, excellent work. If you'd like to dismount, are you ready? Excellent, how did that feel for you?
Yeah, good. That was good.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, on the RPE scale, 10 being the most difficult, 1 being relatively easy, where would you say you are?
Well, I'm not out of breath, like, can't breathe. But in terms of what you made my muscle do, that wasn't my part. That was about 6 or a 7 easily. Because I've just never used that yet. Not targeted anywhere.
At this point right now, where would you say you are? Considering everything you've covered today.
Everything covered today? About 6.
Excellent, okay. So what we'll do is we'll conclude the video now. That's the end of the workout. Any questions? No, are you happy with everything today?
Yeah, thank you very much.
Excellent. Well, thanks for coming. After this workout, I'll be performing some light stretches with Sanjeev for another 10 minutes or so. But that concludes this video. Thank you.